Hello, good morning, and welcome to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. 22 degrees outside there in North Conway Village, and a crisp morning, a nice morning. You can see definitely some overcast skies, neat-looking clouds up there in the sky this morning, and snow. We got some snow on the ground. That's, of course, mixed with some mud. But there we go. There is North Conway Village this morning. Due to be a cold North Conway Village this week coming up. So Rob Clark here with you on this Sunday morning. Good to see you as always, and nice to be here on the 9th of January. Look at that. It's the 9th already.
The 9th. Get
out of town, I tell you. Oh, whose voice was that, you wonder? Well, it's Matthew's, of course. Well, hello, Matthew. How are you this morning?
Oh, you know, I got my coffee that's just a little too sweet. I'm jonesed up. If you will. Yes, I got the Joe in me.
Well, there you go. That's always a good thing. I got my new little what do you call it? Insulated mug.
It's like a travel mug, but not. That doesn't fit in your cup holder, right?
No, not at all.
So you have to ride with it in like the center console, right?
Yeah, kind of. But you slide the little cap. But I like it because I had this last week, and then I had some coffee like at the end of the show, and it was still hot.
I think those are tremendous. I really do. At first, I didn't understand them because it's like, don't you want it in your cup holder? But like, no. I mean, if you just kind of want to walk around, keep that mug insulated, yeah.
Okay. I got one for my wife last year, a big one, one of the big Hydro Flask, ones. And she complained. It's like, the coffee's too hot. Like after a half hour, you think, oh, I'll just chug it because it's going to be ice cold. Nope. No.
It does its job too well.
It's amazing, the technology. So
we have the technology.
You go to any of the big chain stores, like Dick's and stuff like that. Literally, they have an aisle full of the Yeti and the Hydro Flask and all the water bottles because they're great.
Right.
There's such an improvement. I feel bad. I like my Nalgene bottles, and those have their place. I still have them. I kind of choose what do I need them for. Like if I'm going kayaking, I'm bringing the Nalgene because, I can bounce around. Like I go kayaking. Come on, Rob, be serious. But I would, as opposed to bringing, the heavier weight one. So
Rob's a hard party. You're going down the Saco.
That's it, my Nalgene.
With your Nalgene.
Nalgene, full of water.
With Natty Lights.
Yeah. Hey, we got a good show today. We're going to revisit an interview we had with Jack Stefan from Gorham Bike and Ski. He's got the latest on ski gear and apparel for 2022. So, it's a good one. The host, host's a good guy on that one. Plus, Eliza Grant and Kit Hickey will be here. The Bluebird Project is a for-profit corporation formed to alleviate the lack of affordable housing in Conway. Fascinating what they're doing and what they have already been able to do, which is quite amazing. There was an article a little while ago in the Conway Daily Sun about them, and it kind of had the whole thing about them wanting to do this project, and you're like, oh, okay, 5 years from no, they've already bought there's already a piece of property they bought. They're in the process of buying a second one, and it's really cool. It might be one of those things where their determination and their fortitude to do this is great. So look forward to chatting with them a little while from now. And then for our Watch and Win prize last week, Jack gave us a men's Fisher Zip hoodie, size large. It's black. There's a great photo of it right there. And that's from Gorham Bike and Ski, North Conway's gear headquarters for Alpine, Nordic, and Touring. They offer expert tuning, custom boot fitting, and have a huge inventory of gear and inventories. Where are they? Of course, they are right across the street from the old Pizza Hut in the old Dansk building. It tells you I've been here a while. Everything is the old Dansk building, the old Pizza Hut. But it's right there, and I was in there a couple times in the last few weeks. And just a great selection and a lot of stuff. I know that's kind of an issue right now with ski shops and retailers in general.
Pretty much any shop,
the whole nation, the world. I was very impressed with the amount of stuff and the variety and sizes and stuff like that. So right there at Gorham Bike and Ski. So, alrighty, let's move on to the weather. This is going to be an interesting week for us weather-wise. We've got a warm-up is expected today as southwest winds bring warmer air ahead of the approaching cold front. Before it warms up, however, some freezing rain is possible in southern New Hampshire. while further north some light snow is possible. Then a cold front moves through tonight, ushering in a much colder air mass. This will bring the coldest air of the season so far, lasting through midweek. So definitely chilly. And there's our map there of what's going on. But today we've got a chance of snow before 10 a.m., then a chance of snow and sleet between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., then a chance of snow after 11. Cloudy with a high near 31, winds 5 to 10 with gusts as high as 25. It was windy last night. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Tonight, 20% chance of snow showers before 10 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 14. Winds 10 to 15, again gusts as high as 25. Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 19. Monday night, partly cloudy, here we go, with a low around -6. Wind chill values as low as -14 with winds about 5. So be aware that the temperatures are going to drop quite drastically. Tuesday, sunny and cold with a high near 5. That's the high. Tuesday night, going to get down to -8. Wednesday, partly sunny, high near 22. Thursday, partly sunny with a high near 32. So for a couple days there, it's going to be chilly during the day, but extremely cold at night. So always want to be aware of that at night. So up there on the summit of Mount Washington, they're going to be mostly in the clouds under cloudy skies with snow likely. Chance of sleet, snow and sleet accumulations of 1 to 3 inches. Winds 55 to 75, increasing to 70 to 90. Could get some gusts up to 105. Their peak gusts in the last 24 is 92 miles an hour up there on the summit of Mount Washington. So we'll be chatting with them one way or another in about an hour or so, and there you go. So that's your weather forecast. The cold, I think, would it's like, what is the weather story for the week? The cold at midweek.
It's gonna be
last
cold.
week, it was the snow at the end of the week.
Well, it's going to be cold in the middle of the week. It's going to be a high of 5 degrees.
Yeah, that's chilly.
That's that's a little chilly.
That happens every year.
It's always in January too.
Oh yeah,
know?
January's a tricky month up here.
Right.
It's kind of funny. You always think. I remember as a kid thinking that December. Oh, December, it's the coldest month of the year, and then I learned.
And then we grew up.
Yeah, then I grew up. Yeah. Hey, let's take a look at ski conditions. They have enjoyed both good snowmaking weather and some fresh snow, so we'll look at that. And our snow report is presented by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest skier. They were voted best grooming and best scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. This winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com, and they're just 35 minutes from North Conway. And so if you're closer to them from North Conway, you're even closer to Bretton Woods. So. And they got 4 inches of snow in the last 72 hours up there. They've got 27 trails open, 5 lifts, 162 acres is open, 18 to 32 inches of base depth and machine groomed. And that's a big jump of their base depth. And that's because they've been having the snowmakers out there, the groomers, the makers. They had a good round of snowmaking this week, as they say on their website. Look for the Deception Bowl to open later this morning, and groomers will also be pushing out the piles on Bodie's Run and Darby's Drop, and anticipate opening those soon. The Midway Terrain Park got loaded up with snow, and the park crew is going to be working all week building a variety of features, so just stay tuned to that. Rentals are completely sold out for today, and Drummond Ski Shop is also sold out, so rent locally before heading to the mountain if you are heading up there. I've heard that from numerous people, so just be aware of that. The thing is, if you do want to get rentals at a mountain, call ahead and book them up. Today you can go on the scenic gondola ride from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and go up to the Rosebrook Lodge, maybe have some lunch or something. Monday, they've got sleigh rides happening up there at Bretton Woods. Sounds like a lot of fun. Cranmore Mountain got a couple inches of snow in the last couple days. 21 trails open now, 6 lifts, 77 acres is open. Packed powder and a base depth of 13 to 20 inches of snow at Cranmore. And there's a shot. Is that a live cam shot?
That is live.
Wow, so they're making the snow this morning. Perfect temperatures for it, 22 degrees. The chairlift is whipping there. Boy, that's...
Gotta hang on.
Yeah, well, maybe it could be early morning testing. Never goes that fast when I go. No, I'm just kidding. So they, as I said, this is the winter weather you've been dreaming about. A few inches of fresh snow on Friday, Bluebird yesterday, and some more snow showers forecast for today. They do have 6 lifts are going. Tubing Park is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and tubing tickets are still available. Go online and get those. The Tubing Park will be closed after today, but reopen for the upcoming holiday weekend. Next weekend is the holiday weekend, believe it or not. And they do have uphill travel, but you must have a valid ticket or season's pass. And uphill travel is not permitted prior to 7 a.m. because they're doing stuff. They're grooming and they're making snow and stuff like that. So there you go. That's what's happening. Oh, I'm sorry. Today's a Sunday deal day? Look at that. Limited availability, but on $59 online tickets. So go ahead and do that. And then Wednesday, it's Mountain Meisters with Riley Parkhurst for après ski. King Pine Ski Area now has 13 trails open, 5 lifts. That's all of them. 42 acres machine groomed, 24 to 30 inches of base step, and 4 inches of new snow for them in the last 72 hours. But I'll tell you, they must have been making snow like crazy to go up to 24 to 30 inches. Good kudos to them. And the West Slope is now open there, and so they have a whole bunch of ski trails that are open. The Polar Bear, Powder Bear, which is open until 4, Black Bear, Bear Rug, Carpet, and Cubby Toe lifts are scheduled to be open, for the youngsters. The Pine Meadows Tubing Park is open today from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they're going to have live music in the Trails End Tavern from 3 to 6 p.m. And they have this a lot. A lot every year. The Buddy Warner Race event is happening today. I've been kind of waiting for that to happen. Then the Pioneer Race Series resumes on Monday. All of that at King Pine. And, we're doing Nordic next segment. Yeah,
no.
I didn't read that.
Gotcha.
I didn't read closely. Well,
the script has been flipped.
Has been altered. The script has been altered.
Master
Pray
Wayne.
I don't alter it further.
Yes. Master Wayne.
Let's take our first qualifier for the men's Fisher Zip hoodie size large from Gorham Bike and Ski in North Conway, the gear headquarters for Alpine, Nordic, and Touring. So
could be yours.
It could be yours. Not the guy, just the hoodie.
Right. Yeah. It's not. The guy sold separately.
So
you gotta work for him.
603-356-6619 is our number. Oh, I love fill in the blank. Okay. Blank on snow is a wintertime activity that is similar to sledding. This kind of blank is almost always performed on a hill or slope, using gravity to propel the rider to the bottom of the grade. Blank on snow.
Well, think of sledding.
No, it's not sledding. No, it's not sledding, obviously. Good morning, White Mountains Today. Can you fill in the blank?
Is it toboggan?
Toboggan. Wow. Wrong. That was a good guess, though.
That was a good guess.
That was a great guess. Wow.
Once you figure out what it is, it'll be like, oh, okay.
Is it something we've already talked about in the show today?
No.
Okay. Oh. Good morning, White Mountains Today. Can you fill in the blank?
Tubing?
Tubing. That's what I thought. Is it tubing? Let's see. It is tubing.
Tubing.
Good guess. Good job.
Tubing.
Who's on the phone?
David.
Hi, David. Where are you calling from this morning?
Call from Intervale.
Calling from Intervale. How are you today?
I'm doing good if we can get skiing in today.
Well, there you go. It'd be a nice day for it. And did you get out yesterday? Do any skiing yesterday?
I sort of, I chickened out.
You chicken out. That's okay. It's the first weekend after New Year's. You take your time.
You get time.
Take your time, David. Don't worry about that. And hang on, we'll get more information from it. So tubing.
Tubing.
Long story short.
Yes.
Or short story long in my case. So tubing is kind of relatively a new sport.
Right.
So 30 years ago, you would take your old inner tube, the one you took down the river in the winter, in the summer, which was the old big black tube, which, truck tube, which had the air nozzle, which stuck out. You always had to be aware of that.
Right. Stick
and
it
you would
right
go
up.
down a mountain, And I did that in March of '89.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, let me just
Did you
tell
get-
you
did you
that I
get hurt?
finally had my shoulder repaired a couple of years ago. So,
There you go.
I went off a little jump. I came down had on my shoulder.
You
And,
just got it fixed now.
well, it got better. But then when the doctor looked at it, said, "You hurt this a while ago, didn't you?"
Your arm's just bent in a completely different direction. And
You
you're
know,
like,
it popped in or out or whatever
Right.
it did. So,
Like, this isn't
But yeah,
right.
but I mean, that's what tubing used to be. Was before it became. But then, I love tubing parks. They are just to me the most fun. You just.
Well, then it's like designed for it. And it's like,
yeah,
it's like
and then you get to get pulled back up,
right. Like, thank you.
which is fun. They don't have a lift at at Great Glen, but the hill is really cool. It's not super steep, but they must not have as much gravity up there at Great Glen or whatever, because you get going on that. I don't know. It must be it's all physics.
Wouldn't it be more gravity? Oh, it'd be less gravity. I guess because you're higher up.
Because you're not going straight down. You're going, but it's really cool because you go a long distance, and it's interesting.
Okay.
That it's not,
So
it's
it balances itself out because it's not impossible to walk back up the hill.
Oh no, not at all. Oh
and,
no.
And because of that, it also is not too slow to
right.
go down.
It's very interesting. Gravity. All right. Well, David, he's on the phone. I got to get back to him. So back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
White Mountains Today is brought to you by the Eastern Slope Inn. Enjoy spacious suites and full kitchens in the heart of North Conway Village. And by Attitash Mountain Village. Reconnect with family and nature at our White Mountain, New Hampshire resort.
When your passion has a path, you just have to follow it. See where one of our 50 academic programs can take you at White Mountains Community College. Enroll now at wmcc.edu.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events, from the backyard to the backcountry, workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
Age before beauty? Why not both? Visibly diminish wrinkled skin in just 2 days. Crate Corrector Lotion, only from Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
This flag isn't backwards. It's facing this way because it's moving forward. Just like the men and women who wear it on their uniforms. And the country it represents. They're all only meant to move one direction, which is why we fly it this way. On the flanks of the all-new Grand Wagoneer, moving boldly and unstoppably forward.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the supreme chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains today.
And good morning and welcome back to White Mountains today. And Nordic, your thing? Let's check out our cross-country ski report right now with our Nordic report right here and see what's going on. I mean, we got some snow. And so look at that. Bretton Woods has 16 trails open. That's 22%. They've track set 2 of them, and they have skate groomed 16 of them. That's 100% of those. The surface conditions they consider are opened and groomed. And let's see if they have anything that they want to tell us here. And so they're actively grooming with the PB100. I want to know what that is. It's either a grooming machine or a really big sandwich.
Yeah, or I was thinking like a razor blade, something like that.
Yeah, putting some classic tracks when you can get them. Lower and Upper Honeymoon also got their first groom of the season. And they said they were able to groom it out nicely. The Treetop Nordic Retail is open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they do have rentals up there, but you must reserve them online ahead of time up at Bretton Woods Nordic. They are not ski touring, though. It's only a couple inches of new snow. It's substantially improved the trail conditions up there. The Upper Meadow Waterfall are groomed, and that's a way to access the experimental forest trails. The Albany Brook Network is also available. Lower fields to the scenic and simple Upper Saco River Trail. And snowshoers can go on most of the trails, and even trails not open for skiers. So that's kind of a nice thing. So if you want to get out there on your snowshoes, you can do all that up there at Bear Notch Ski Touring. Great Glen Trails has no cross-country skiing today, except for those who are registered for lessons. The key trail area is just too thin. So I like how they put that. It's just too thin. You know, just too thin. Not too
bit too thin.
45 kilometers is open for snowshoeing, so another great snowshoeing day. Tubing Hill is also open. Snow coach tours are up and running up there, so you can definitely do all of that. And don't forget, you can also check out the ski shop from 8:30 till 4. Skis and boots are still arriving daily, so be sure to stop in to get the best sizing and selection. And are there events? Oh, there. Oh, I'm sorry. You can go back. You can go back. That's me. There it is. Okay. I just read the headline. Nordic Meisters on Tuesday, and then on Friday, though, this is pretty cool. Chris Louie is going to talk about the ecology of the North Woods as part of their Glen House speaker series. We talked about that, I think, a week ago. So that'll be a lot of fun, all that happening up there. Jackson Cross Country's corduroy conditions, where the Piston Bully grooming took place. Small machine grooming with tracks where possible in the Central Village and Ellis Quarter. And the Wave and surrounding trails are in remarkably good shape for skate skiers. The Woodchuck was Piston Bully groomed, so they have been getting out there doing the grooming as best as they possibly can. The Wildcat Fields is small machine groomed and worth as a connector for intermediate and above skiers. So you can check all that out at Jackson Cross Country. That's a nice photo right there. The Freeman Frost White Mountain Classic is going to happen on the 22nd of January, and that's, if I do my math right, that's 2 weeks, right? 2 plus 14.
Because next weekend, yeah, it's 2 weekends from now. Because it's this weekend. Well, Sunday. Today's this weekend, right?
Yeah, today's
next weekend.
Yesterday was the 8th. 8 plus 14, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. And that's the 2022 Freeman Frost race. At Purity Spring Cross Country, trails are accessible and not groomed with fresh new snow on top of variable base conditions. Ideal snowshoeing and adventure cross-country skiing is out there to enjoy. The lake crossing trails are considered closed for now. Down there at Purity Spring, King Pine, Purity Spring. Okay. You thinking about something else to do today, Matthew?
Maybe.
How about going on a snow train?
Some locomotion action?
Yeah, some locomotion. Come on, everybody, take a wintry journey. That just happened to work out really well. To attach this winter season with the Conway Scenic Railroad aboard their snow trains. Running weekends all winter long, all trains board at the North Conway Station for a 1 hour, 40-minute round trip to the Attitash Whistle Stop. Enjoy a serene train ride through the snowy landscape to Attitash. Guests have the option to lay over between trains at the Attitash Whistle Stop. More information, including booking, can be found at conwayscenic.com. And I got a ski deal for you. This Sunday, January 9th, head over to Cranmore Mountain Resort and ski for the price of a kid. A limited number of $59 lift tickets will be available online only for advanced purchase. Once they're gone, they're gone. But you can go and check it out, see if you can get one there at Cranmore.com. All right, let's take another qualifier for our Watch and Win, the men's Fisher Zip Hoodie, size large, from our friends there at Gorham Bike and Ski, North Conway's gear headquarters for Alpine, Nordic, and touring. And expert tuning, custom boot fitting, and huge inventory of gear and accessories. And just nice people. Just nice people there. According to the State of New Hampshire Wildlife Directory, which of these below is a bird? You can call us now at 603-356-6619. Which one of these is a bird? Would it be a walleye? Would it be a silver-haired bat? Will it be a bufflehead? Or would it be a rapids clubtail? Which one of those is a bird? Which one of those is a bird?
Is it C, Bufflehead?
Is it the bufflehead? That was going to be my choice. Let's see if you and I are both right. We're both right. I figured it wasn't the bat. So, yeah, it's the bufflehead. I think it's a seabird if I'm correct. Hey, look at that. It is a seabird. You know what's funny? I know there's somebody on the phone going, can I talk? I have my lamp in my bedroom was my grandfather's, and it has a bufflehead on it. Yeah, so every morning and night I see that. Well, back to you. Hello, who is this? How are you?
Andy.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You're doing good. What do you got? Anything planned for today? Going to get outside and do some skiing or shoveling?
We're hoping to go skiing, depending on if it rains or snows.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, well, hang on the phone. You're our second qualifier, and I got just so hung up on the bufflehead there. I ignored it.
Bufflehead.
Yeah. But, yeah, bufflehead.
I remember you, Bufflehead.
When I was moving in 1986, 85, 86, whenever it was, we dropped it, and it kind of chipped the beak a little.
Oh, yeah. But you survived.
My bufflehead's broken.
They survived, though.
Yeah, it's kind of. So that has been my night table lamp since 1986.
Hey, I think that's great.
Yeah.
No complaints, man.
Same bulb, too. It's amazing. I don't know.
It's just the everlasting flame is in Rob's house.
That's it, yeah. All right, we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where the Valley rallies for hand-cut steaks grilled to perfection, hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years. King Pine Ski Area at Purity Spring Resort in New Hampshire is where generations of families from across New England have come to ski and enjoy winter fun. King Pine has impeccable ski conditions, terrain and trails for all abilities, professional ski instructors, and a friendly staff. King Pine offers skiing, snowboarding, snow tubing, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and ice skating. With so much to choose from, you'll want to stay slopeside at Purity Spring Resort. Discover your winter fun tradition at kingpine.com.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes, or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
Jackson XC invites you to glide your way through winter. Leave every day behind and get out on the snow. Whether you have 30 minutes to yourself or a full day on the trails with friends, 6 feet apart of course, transport yourself and put a smile on your face on the trails at Jackson XC. Never skied? We can teach you. Love to ski? Let us challenge you on trails that range from Riverside up into the forests and back. One of the best things you can do for yourself is get a season pass. With 5 trail networks and more than 10 trailheads, your season pass lets you get out and go from easy access in-town locations as well as high elevation and remote access points. You'll find yourself skiing more with a pass, or pick up a day ticket from our outside ticket window and ski by the day. Jackson XC is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing exceptional ski experiences, and we look forward to seeing you on the trails.
The story of White Mountain Oil and Propane began in 1941. Since then, it's been neighbor helping neighbor for generations of customers. When you call from Chicora, they won't ask how to spell it. They'll say, "We have someone there now. His name is Bob." They have the largest storage facility north of Concord, so you won't hear "see you next week." You'll hear "be right over." They know this valley and they know what you need to enjoy it in year-round comfort. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
Yes, good morning. Welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountains TV 16. It is Sunday morning, the 9th of January, and I want to take a tour of the White Mountains. So I'm going to take a look around the White Mountains, presented by White Mountain Oil and Propane, serving this community for 3 generations. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you. And they're going to be your friends this week when it gets so cold.
They are.
I tell you. There's our shot of Conway, 24 degrees in Conway this morning. But as you can see, very cloudy skies, so overcast. Can't see Mount Washington this morning. But a neat shot this morning nonetheless there of Conway, 24 degrees. Moving up to the summit of Mount Washington, there are those clouds we saw in the Conway photo. But they're at 25 degrees. They're actually our warmest of our tour this morning.
Wow.
They are the warmest up there on the summit of Mount Washington, 25 degrees.
It's always funny when I don't know. I do the highs for the obs every day when I come in, and it just feels like I don't know,
the inversion. So, and then back down there in North Conway Village, we're at 22 degrees in North Conway Village. You can see Mount Cranmore there, and you can see the clouds, and you know the scenic North Conway Village. Nice place to go. I thought did somebody say it was raining? Is it raining out there? Can you tell?
I don't think it's raining.
I don't think it's raining. No, I thought somebody said it was raining.
I have decided it's not raining.
All right, Matthew says. So let's take a look at the forecast because there is a chance for some rain today. Chance of snow before 10 a.m., then rain or snow and sleet between 10 and 11, then chance of snow after 11. Cloudy with a high near 31, winds 5 to 10 with gusts as high as 25. Tonight, 20% chance of snow showers before 10 p.m. Monday, mostly sunny, high near 19. Tuesday, sunny and cold with a high near 5. And Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 22. Thursday, partly sunny with a high near 32. So, of course, the news there, though, and just to be aware that in the overnights on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday could get very cold down into the negative single digits. So be aware of that. New this winter, the Glen House is having a speaker series co-hosted by Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center, featuring 3 speakers from local community that highlight topics of interest. On Friday, January 14th, it's Chris Louie on the ecology of the Northwoods. Chris Louie, Executive Director and founder of Raven Interpretive Programs. He holds a master's degree in environmental studies from Antioch. With its blanket of snow, winter is a wonderful time to investigate the northern forests and try to read the signatures written by our wildlife throughout their varied habitats. Take a closer look at the plants, birds, and mammals and the strategies they adapt in order to inhabit northern New England with its changing seasons. Sign up over there at greatglentrails.com. And Cranmore Mountain Resort will be hosting the first in a line of their ski park series on Saturday, January 15th. This is a freestyle event open to skiers and riders of all ability levels. Competitors must have a valid season pass or lift ticket for the day. More info is coming soon, so stay tuned to Cranmore.com. Coming up on the program, we'll have our interview with Jack Stefan from Gorham Bike and Ski. Plus, of course, we've got Watch and Win and more when we return.
Enjoy the thrill of winter at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Cranmore is the most fun on snow with great skiing and riding on a mix of classic New England trails, wide open cruisers, glades, and terrain parks. Beginners love the dedicated learning area with its own chairlift and gentle beginner-only terrain. Cranmore has been named one of the best places in New England for skiing and snowboarding lessons. And Cranmore is home to New Hampshire's #1 tubing park for huge thrills off the ski slope. Save when you plan ahead at Cranmore.com.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
A new home means new projects. With the Home Depot app, you'll pick it up in no time. Pick up new skills, pick up new tools, even pick them up right from your doorstep. Pick up more of what you need so you can do more of what you love. The Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
Climb aboard for a comfortable winter tour to an extreme world above tree line. By a custom 4-track, all-wheel powered drivetrain, the 9-passenger Mount Washington snow coach transports guests into a treeless subarctic world at 4,200 feet for a truly unforgettable experience that anyone of any age can enjoy. Experience breathtaking views or Mount Washington's famous extreme weather. If you thought a summer drive on the historic Mount Washington Auto Road was amazing, you need to experience a winter tour on a Mount Washington snow coach.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen. Hand-cut steaks, grilled to perfection. Hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
And good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today. Last week we had a chance to sit down with Jack Stefan from Gorham Bike and Ski right here in North Conway Village and talk about all things skiing. Let's see what he had to say. Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountains TV 16. It is Friday, New Year's Eve, and Jack Stefan is here from Gorham Bike and Ski. Jack, how are you?
Good, Rob. Happy, or I should say not happy, but yeah, it's a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, absolutely. We're moving on, and so great to see you again. We saw you a couple weeks ago,
right?
And basically, you created my Christmas jack. I want to thank you for that. We're here. We were talking about all the proper clothing and everything else for cross country skiing. Well, my wife was watching, and then we were talking about it. She said, "Well, that's great." So she went to see you. You outfitted. I should have just taken everything that day because basically it was but it was exactly that about what we were talking about. And I was convinced too. I said, this is exactly what I need for me to enjoy cross country skiing. So and it was great to be able to see the stuff, talk to you. And then she said the same thing. She went down there and she talked with you and other people there at Gorham Bike and Ski and just was like, yeah, they were great. It was I got what I needed. And the knowledge, that is the key, so that she didn't have to walk in and go, and like I went in and bought something for her too, just go in and go, I don't know what it is. You get the help, and that's...
Yeah, I think we have a really good staff there that can really help everyone out. And we've got a really good supply of our clothing. Nothing is better than being out in those cold conditions and being able to stay warm and comfortable. Exactly. Yep. And
so we're going to talk about skiing today, and about cross-country skiing, and it's funny, and I'll bring it up because what you're talking about today is about. But I love my equipment.
Yeah, it really is kind of funny. We hear two things predominantly. One, oh, I love my old equipment. It's 20 years old, but I just love it. Well, I think you would love the new stuff even more. Oftentimes. We find out that, over 20 years, a couple of us have maybe put on a couple of pounds, and maybe those skis that worked out really well and were sized for you back in the day, now, they've become thin, long snowshoes. And you're just kind of out, you're not getting the glide. It's a kick and glide sport, and, that's part of the reasons why the skis aren't giving you the glide. But another thing is skis lose camber over time, and sometimes you may feel that they work well, but if you go out with others and you realize that, oh, they're going further with less effort, maybe the new stuff is something for me.
Exactly.
And there's been a lot of improvements over the years, too. The other question that I always get is, what is the right length ski for me? And there isn't an easy answer for that because there are so many types of skis. We've got backcountry skis, we've got touring skis, sports skis, skate skis, compact skis, skis that are meant to ski a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And there are advantages and disadvantages to each. So really what we need to do is interview the customer, find out what their needs are and what their desires are, and then try and point them in a couple of directions and let them make the decision as to what kind of ski they want. And from there, we can really determine what that length should be for them.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all. And that's why, going and talking with you guys is so important, not just grabbing them off the rack and saying, here, I want these.
Sure.
And it's true really for any sport, for biking, for golf, for, paddle boarding, whatever it might be. You really need to customize. Take the time. If you're going to make an investment, and you are making an investment,
sure.
Make the right investment so then you'll enjoy it more. I'm sure you've, over the years, had people who buy equipment and bring it back saying, I don't like this sport. And you probably look at the equipment going, I can tell you why you don't like this sport.
Absolutely. One of the things that we often talk about are the improvements to the skis. And, just starting with the bases, for instance. It was a time where you had extruded bases, which was a solid sheet of slippery plastic. And remember when we were in grade school, we had those two panes of glass. You threw some water in between, put the panes of glass together, and you couldn't get them apart.
Right.
That was suction. And whenever you ski, you're on a microfilm of water. Actually, that was what was happening with the old skis, the extruded skis. Well, what they've done since then is they've gone to a different material. It's a sintered base, and it's a lot more porous now. And they've also put a structure. So if you look at the bottom of a modern ski, you'll see kind of a pattern in there, and that breaks the surface tension of the water. Once they put that on, people were setting new records, and they're going faster than ever, and the skis became a lot more efficient. And I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Efficiency, going further with less effort. And some people, see that and they confuse it and say, wow, she's fast. Well, yeah, she's also very efficient.
Yeah.
But another thing is the pairing system. I love to talk about Fisher's pairing system. So they'll have like 150 skis. They'll bring out the first ski, put it in, and measure it. And they measure how much it takes to almost collapse that ski. They'll measure that in 5 different places, put it in slot 1, bring out the second ski, do the same thing, follow it up with all 150 skis. At the end, they go to the computer and say, okay, match them up. And from that, they may find out that the first ski and the 14th ski are the closest. They put those together, serialize them.
Yeah.
Maybe the second and the 50th, and so on and so forth. In the old days, what they did is the first 2 skis off, well, let's see, the factory's relative humidity level, its temperature was the same. They got to be close.
Yeah.
So they'd serialize that. So the pairing's gotten an awful lot better, giving you better skiing. And the other thing is lighter construction. Fisher has some really interesting constructions, and as you start going up, you can physically see what the differences are. They've got a lot of wood core skis, and wood core has been kind of the gold standard for a long time. What they'll do is they'll put a lot of thin pieces together, glue it together on end, and then they'll mill out to lighten it up even more. And that they also have an air core where over 80% of the ski itself is air. That's really a light ski.
Yeah.
That's some of the better skis. So there's, you know, a lot of things to take into account. And I think the bottom line is the more time that you can spend in that interviewing process, the better match you're going to get between your skier and the ski itself.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I'm sure somebody might tune in and go, wow, these skis must be, you know, wicked expensive. But yeah, there are high-end skis, but there's also, like you say with the Fisher skis, you know, their low-end ski, we'll call it, their entry-level ski, is still a great ski.
It is, yes. And we've got some of the backcountry skis that are a little wider for more stability. A good example of that is the Spider 62 from Fisher. And that's the most popular ski Fisher has.
Really?
It is.
Well, I know backcountry has become, you know, just as, you know, booming.
It is. It has the metal edges, full metal edges. It's a fairly light ski. It's got a real long kick zone. That width gives you that added stability, and you know, there's some drawbacks to this ski too compared to some of the others that are available, but it fits in the track.
Oh, interesting.
So
yeah.
it does a little of both. Now, it comes with a warning that I always give out. It fills so much of that track. If you come to a sharp turn, you have to get out and then get onto the platform. When the trail straightens out again, you can get back in. But that's pretty intuitive. I've used that ski quite a bit, and you know, you get used to it pretty easily.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
You know, the other thing I wanted to talk about is how we determine the length of whatever model the customer wants.
Yeah.
And in the old days, you know, we used to hold our hand up, and you know, that was a ski for you. That always worked against me because I've always been kind of a skinny guy, and at 6 foot tall, they put me on these real stiff skis. I couldn't collapse them. I couldn't figure out why my technique was that bad that I couldn't keep up with people climbing.
Yeah.
And really, I was on a ski that was too stiff. Nowadays, the key is your weight, and it's your weight with your clothing on, shoes on, unless you ski barefoot.
Yeah.
You know, that's
That'd be
another
interesting.
story. Yeah. So, you know, we take it, you know, some people want to ski with a pack, for instance. We try and take that into account and then try and pick the best ski for them. In some instances, the lower end skis, for instance, we call it a t-shirt sizing. They have skis that are small, medium, large, extra large.
Yeah.
And then there's a pretty big range for each of them, depending upon which, you know, what your weight is, will put you in the appropriate ski. When you start getting to the sports skis, the race skis, it's a little more technical. Now Fisher takes that information from their computer and they put on a number that tells me how soft or how stiff that ski is. So I can take the skier's weight, convert it to kilos, and then a percentage of that is used to find out the middle of a range. And the range, the softer ski, for instance, will be for a beginner skier. The stiffer ski, they have a little better technique so they can collapse that ski a little easier. And that's going to be a little faster. That'll glide a little bit better. So those are the kinds of things that go into our determining, you know, what's the best ski for our customer.
Well, that's great because that, you know, it's one of those sports that, you know, it's very easy to get into.
It is.
And then as you improve your technique, just like as with everything else, but that's where, again, coming in, chatting with you guys at Gorham Bike and Ski and saying, hey, what do I need for me?
Yeah.
You know, and if you have someone who says, I'm going to ski 3 times a year, you might look at it differently from someone who says, yeah, I'm planning on going out every day, you know, for the next 3 months, and figuring out, you know, that ski.
Well, and, you know, we've got a lot of people that are retiring up here, and I'm sure they have, you know, something in their mind as to what their retirement's going to be like. Usually it's pretty active. That's why they chose this area. And a lot of people are trying to get into the cross-country skiing thing. So for me, I always look at someone that, and I try to ask the question, you know, where do you see yourself next year? Do you want to use this, you know, as kind of a bridge? Maybe during the off season, summer, they're bicyclists.
Right.
And they want something to keep them physically active. Cross-country skiing is perfect for that. It's a real cardio workout, and that's really going to supplement your conditioning for your other activities.
Yeah.
So I don't want to send them out with a really heavy, you know, low-end ski if really they're going to be out there
Right.
regularly.
Oh, exactly.
Because it's not going to be quite as much fun. You're not going to have that glide. It's not going to feel like it's as fast to ski. And you know, a lot of people, you know, come in looking for one ski. A friend has this, and they'll leave with a totally different ski based on that interviewing process.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, Jack, it's so great to see you, and do want to let you know that Jack brought some stuff, and we're going to give those away. Not today because we got a bunch of stuff today, but because we want to make sure we can feature that for you. But thank you so much for bringing some down. From Gorham Bike. What did you bring? You brought a Fisher
hoodie, large, and a neckie.
And a neckie. So we're going to give those away on a different day, just to make it fun, to keep talking about you guys. So
and thanks again for Fisher for giving me that stuff.
Absolutely. And so what are the hours down there at Gorham Bike and Ski?
Pretty much 9 to 5. Our hours are a little shorter on Sunday, but 9 to 5.
And just go in and say hey. And sometimes you may have to wait a little while. But it's worth waiting because then you're going to get the experience and the knowledge that you need to get you properly outfitted.
And there's a lot of stuff to look at to pass the time.
Oh, it's so much. It's one of those. I love just going in and looking at all the equipment, and you know, with nothing. I don't want someone from downhill is going to get back at me. You know, downhill skis to me are pretty similar, but the cross country. The Nordic skis, you just see this variety, like you say, the length and the width. And I love picking up the lightweight ones and go, whoa!
It is a lot of fun. Some of the poles are the same way.
Yeah.
We've got some poles there that are on the World Cup, and yeah, they're super lightweight.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, Jack, again, thanks so much, and Happy New Year. And we'll see you soon.
That sounds great. Happy New Year to you and to everyone out there.
And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay at the Woodstock Inn Brewery. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at a award-winning restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station with seasonal outdoor dining options available, plus a function room for parties, weddings, or corporate events. Daily tours of the brewery are available, where you'll learn about our history, process, canning line, and sample some of our beers, like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000-footer IPA, Moody Brew, or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale. Of these beers like Lost Time and Exit 32 are available on tap and in our gift shop. With weekly entertainment, 40 unique rooms and suites, and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for your next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockInNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
The best snowmobiling adventures in the Northeast are at Northeast Snowmobile and ATV Rentals. We rent the newest Polaris snowmobiles equipped with the latest technology to maximize your experience. Access to the largest trail system in New Hampshire and Maine is right out the door. Cruise the backcountry and discover amazing scenic vistas. We rent everything you need, including cold weather gear. Plan your holiday tour, cozy couples getaway, or fun family adventure now. Northeast Snowmobiles, Gorham, New Hampshire, and Freiburg, Maine.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and beam barn. The food is great. Appetizers like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, an outdoor heated pool and stocked trout pond. Alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the Supreme Chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains today.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where the Valley rallies for hand-cut steaks grilled to perfection, hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16, about halfway through the program. And we are going to chat with the Mount Washington Observatory. We're going to do it telephonically today. It's just, technology. But we get to say good morning to Rebecca. How are you, Rebecca?
I am excellent. And yourself?
I am doing very well. It's been a long time since we've chatted with you, but how's things up there on the summit?
Things are going well. I definitely picked a really nice cold week to come up and cover some day shifts, but I got to look forward to it while it's here.
Well, there you go. And because you're locked in the clouds right now, what's going to happen for the next couple days up there?
Well, for the next couple of days, we're actually going to have a wind chill warning in effect starting at 10 p.m. tonight and running till 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Really what's happening there is we've got a really nice cold Arctic front that's moving in. Going to be driving our temperatures down to some of the coldest temperatures we've seen this season so far.
Yeah.
So kind of looking even for this evening, we're looking at wind chills down to 45 to 50 below, and then even into tomorrow, 50 to 60 below. So really, we're not going to start rebounding until Tuesday because Monday night, looking for 40 to 60 below for wind chills with those temperatures at about 25 below. So it's going to be cold, and then we're going to have those winds coming through with that pressure gradient that's going to be stacking. So it's going to be a fun night up here.
Well, you can use the word "fun night," but that's amazing. Getting down to 60 below, that's cold.
Yeah, and I say that in the sense of we at least have all the proper gear to be out and that stuff. But for anyone that's even looking to be out down in the valleys, if they're going out cross country skiing or skiing, definitely wind chills definitely going to be a factor in the valley. Even looking at 5 below for wind chills in the valley with those temperatures in the teens. So definitely everyone's going to want to be looking at bundling up, wearing the proper clothing, and making sure that they're safe outside.
Absolutely. What's our forecast looking like for us down in the valley?
Well, down in the valley for today, you guys have possible chance of showers, a little bit of sleet this morning, possible snow and sleet accumulations of trace to 2 inches, temperatures in the lower 30s, winds southwest 10 miles per hour, gusting though up to 30. Overnight, temperatures around 10 above, winds 10 to 15, gusts up to 30, and then for tomorrow, partly sunny, but the temperatures again upper teens, winds 10 to 15 with gusts to 25. That's going to give us those wind chills down to 5 below. And then Monday night, really the coldest of this is going to be 10 below, winds northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour, and then your wind chill down to 22 below, potentially overnight for tomorrow night. So definitely going to be seeing that front move forward and really driving those temperatures down. Yeah, and I was surprised, though, because usually something like that, sticks around for a week or whatever, but really it's just a couple days of cold, and it's rebounding come midweek. Yeah, we've been kind of definitely seeing this pattern where we have these drops and then these rises back up again. I think the biggest thing is that this is just going to be our lowest seasonal temperatures. So I think this is where, reminding everyone of being safe outside. And, we're now into January, so we want to make sure people are good to go. We normally see some temperatures like this, December into January. So just a little bit later in the season, but we're getting there.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, Rebecca, it's great to chat with you.
Great to chat with you as well.
And I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much. Have a great time up there on the summit.
We shall. You enjoy down the valley.
All right. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.
Rebecca Scholand up there on the summit of Mount Washington, letting us know what is happening up there. And definitely sounds like it's going to be chilly. I have to kind of keep that on my mountwashington.org page so I can monitor and see what the temperatures are and such. So, hey, coming up on the program, we're going to talk about the Bluebird Project. Eliza Grant and Kit Hickey will be here, and we're going to talk about the for-profit corporation formed to alleviate the lack of affordable housing in Conway. We're also going to take more qualifiers for our Watch and Win for the Fisher Hoodie. But want to let you know about the 2022 Women's Winter Escape at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. It's the weekend of January 15th. It's a unique chance to learn and take part in a variety of activities with other women in small groups, providing for personalized attention from expert instructors. Activities include ski clinics for classic and skate techniques, beginner through advanced, snowshoeing led by a naturalist, yoga, snow tubing, pre- and post-activity stretching, lunch at the Glen House Hotel, an après-ski wine and cheese with discounted shopping in the Great Glen Outfitters Shop, an equipment demo with ski and snowshoe products from Atomic, Fisher, Rossignol, Solomon, Swix, and Tubbs, available to take out and test on the trails. Women's Winter Escape is limited to 25 participants, ensuring a low instructor-to-student ratio for maximum learning. Register at greatglentrails.com. And Theater in the Wood in Intervale is proud to announce their 2022 Winter Entertainment Series. Kicking off the concert series on Friday, January 21st is N-Train, epic in sound and kaleidoscopic in vision. The eclectic Martha's Vineyard-based six-piece N-Train has been thrilling critics and fans alike since its inception. Formed and led by drummer Tom Major in 1993, N-Train has been blessed with a list of top-tier musicians over the years. It's advised you order your tickets ahead of time at believeinbooks.org. And some live entertainment that is happening around the valley today. It's Blues Sunday with the Blue Steel Express. Shovel Handle Pub has Scott Bair. On Tuesday, it's Hoot Night, open mic night at the Wildcat Tavern. Woodstock Inn Brewery has karaoke. Wednesday, free ride with John Sardi at the Red Parka Pub, and Simon Crawford will be at the Wildcat Tavern. On Thursday, it's Thursdays with Rafe at Wildcat. Deacon Street, Dennis and Davey will be there on Friday. The Riley Parkhurst Project on Friday at the Red Parka. Marty Cork will be at the Shenandoah Pub. Bobby Sheehan will be at the Shovel Handle Pub. Hal Schaffner at the Wildcat Tavern. And Conniption Fitz at the Woodstock Inn and Brewery. And there you go. So let's take another qualifier for our Watch and Win. We have the Fisher Men's Zip Hoodie, size large, donated to us by Gorham Bike and Ski, North Conway's gear manufacturers for gear headquarters, not manufacturers, headquarters for Alpine, Nordic, and touring. They offer expert tuning, custom boot fitting, and have a huge inventory of gear and accessories located in North Conway across from the old Pizza Hut. The old Pizza Hut.
That old Pizza Hut.
Yeah, the old Pizza Hut. I remember going down there in the mine train.
The old Wing Street.
The old the old Wing Street.
Wing
Forgot
Street.
about Wing Street. Wow.
Yeah, an old thing.
Yeah, the old Wing Street. All righty. Call us now at 603-356-6619. And you'll find this strip in what? Carroll County town. You'll find this strip, and there's a dead giveaway in that photo of where that is. Good morning, White Mountains Today. Where is that strip? What Carroll County town?
I'm going to count that as I stumped you.
Yeah, it's a stumper.
I got him.
Good morning, White Mountains Today. What Carroll County town is this in?
Conway.
Would that be what makes you think it's Conway?
The Cumberland Farm.
The Cumberland Farms, absolutely. The classic Cumberland Farm. That's what we refer to it now as the classic Cumberland Farm. And who's on the phone this morning?
Becca.
Hi, Becca. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Intervale.
Calling from Intervale. And where's home? Is home Intervale?
No, it's Melrose.
So Melrose. So you drive. I was getting to this. This is why I was asking. So you drive right by there every time you come up.
I do.
Unless you come up some weird way. I don't know. We go through Maine and then back around. Yeah, so you go right by the classic Cumberland Farms in Conway. So, well, Becky, you're our third qualifier today for the men's Fisher size large hoodie.
Great. Thank you.
Great. So hang on the phone. We're going to get more information from you. So
Cumbies.
So Cumbies. Well, I grew up in Rhode Island, so of course, Cumberland Farms were, Cumberland Farms. And they all look like that. And, of course, now they've redone them. They're actually very fancy, very nice.
Beautiful.
And I saw this great meme. It's like, something like, never pick on that person, from high school, and it shows a picture of the old Cumberland Farms and what they look like now. Something like
don't
that.
Dump your ex because she's ugly or something like that. Yeah. No, I mean they got a whole new facelift. Cumberland Farms used to be the place that you went to when you wanted to risk getting stabbed or something. You were like, I want to risk my life here and go get myself a Mountain Dew or something. And now
they've turned it around.
They did. So, good for them.
And all right, so back in here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Here's a recipe for winter fun. Take New Hampshire's most magnificent landscape found only at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Add in perfectly groomed cross-country skiing trails, squeals of delight on the Tubing Hill, and breathtaking views on our one-of-a-kind snow coach up Mount Washington. Blend in the Glenview Cafe and Outfitter Shop, and the final ingredient is your happy family. How sweet it is. Great Glen Trails. Come for the beauty, stay for the fun.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From the backyard to the backcountry. Workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Join today.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists, right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
Big news for heartburn sufferers. Introducing Zantac 360 Degrees with a new formula that has the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn. It works in as little as 15 minutes and lasts. New Zantac 360.
We love our new home. Lots of windows, great light.
But the birds... They're back.
Yes, I hear them.
Uh-oh. Why are these birds so angry?
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
I'm going.
Hurry!
I know. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Bear Notch Ski Touring Center in Bartlett hosts skiing and snowshoeing the way it was meant to be, on 65 kilometers of expertly groomed trails with spectacular riverside views, pristine waterfalls, picturesque flat meadows, and exciting hills. This winter, Bear Notch has modified operations to make safety first and foremost for skiers and staff. Purchase an affordable season pass for hassle-free access to the trail system by calling 603-374-2277. Day passes, rental gear, lessons, and tours must all be reserved in advance by phone. All public indoor areas at Bear Notch are closed this winter. Bear Notch Ski Touring takes this virus very seriously, but believes with precautions people can and should still enjoy outdoor sports safely. For all reservations, call 603-374-2277. Visit bearnotchskitouring.com for more info and trail conditions.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where the Valley rallies for hand-cut steaks grilled to perfection, hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
Gear up, gather round, and grab everyday essentials at Settlers Crossing. Just minutes from the Kankomogus Highway, Settlers Crossing has tax-free shopping, eateries, and convenient services. Cozy up with a hot drink at Starbucks. Then explore REI Co-op for gear to get you ready for your next adventure in the White Mountains. Cap off the day with friends at local favorite Black Cap Grill, serving up popular New England fare and award-winning cocktails. Settlers Crossing is located at 1500 White Mountain Highway in North Conway.
This is Original, a Valley original. This is family dining, fine dining, international seafood, steak. This is independently owned, right here and only right here. It's live music, a margarita, a martini, a local brew. It's fresh from the sea and farm to table. This is a Valley Original restaurant. Look for this flag over 20 of the Mount Washington Valley's best independently owned restaurants, or browse restaurants right now at thevalleyoriginals.com.
Jackson XC invites you to glide your way through winter. Leave every day behind and get out on the snow. Whether you have 30 minutes to yourself or a full day on the trails with friends, 6 feet apart of course, transport yourself and put a smile on your face on the trails at Jackson XC. Never skied? We can teach you. Love to ski? Let us challenge you on trails that range from Riverside up into the forests and back. One of the best things you can do for yourself is get a season pass. With 5 trail networks and more than 10 trailheads, your season pass lets you get out and go from easy access in-town locations as well as high elevation and remote access points. You'll find yourself skiing more with a pass, or pick up a day ticket from our outside ticket window and ski by the day. Jackson XC is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing exceptional ski experiences, and we look forward to seeing you on the trails.
And good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. I want to tell you about this segment of the program. And the segment of the program is brought to us by our friends down there at Settlers Green and Settlers Crossing. Take time together to explore everyday essentials located at 1500 White Mountain Highway in North Conway. It is Settlers Crossing, North Conway. Lots of stuff. I happen to be there, I don't know why, probably like 5 times this week. You know, there's
5 times.
Oh yeah, there's like different things. You know, gas one day, the bank, and then the REI, and you know, it was a Settlers Crossing kind of week.
Stuff to do.
Stuff to do. You can do it down there. And there is our shot of the North Conway Village right now, and you can see. I think it's raining now, Matthew. Remember we were talking about rain before?
It's a bit moist.
I think that it's actually raining. And I'm double checking on the temperature. It's up to 24 degrees.
Slip and fall. Come on, slip and fall. Come on.
She's got the coffee.
Take a tumble.
Look at that.
I tumble for you.
Very stylishly done getting into the car like that.
I've been there before.
The truck. There you go. All righty. So that is our North Conway Village live cam. You can check that out anytime you want. And here's our 7-day forecast, or 5-day forecast for you. A chance of snow before 10 a.m. or rain. Then a chance of snow and sleet between 10 and 11. Then a chance of snow after 11 a.m. Cloudy with a high near 31. Winds 5 to 10 with gusts as high as 25. Tonight, 20% chance of snow showers before 10, mostly cloudy with a low around 14. Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 19. Tuesday, sunny and cold with a high near 5. And Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 22. And then Thursday, partly sunny with a high near 32. But Monday night and Tuesday night, very cold down into the negative single digits. But at least not down to the negative multiple digits there on the summit of Mount Washington. What did she say? Negative 30, Rebecca told us?
I thought it was negative 60.
That's with the wind, yeah, wind chill, negative 60.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah. T-shirt weather.
T-shirt weather.
Get the rime ice to grow off your body.
That's it.
Pretty much it.
Oh, well. Hey, the Snow Village Inn's doing something kind of cool. The Snow Village Inn and Max's Restaurant and Pub is pleased to welcome the art of Isaac Rader with an opening reception for the artist on Wednesday, January 12th from 4:30 to 6. The event is free and open to the public. An artisan cheese and cracker plate will be provided and beverages will be available for purchase. Rader's art will be in the inn during the months of January and February. And don't forget, you can enter now to win our monthly online prize, which is 2 passes to ride the Mount Washington Snow Coach. Take a scenic sightseeing tour in a comfortable passenger van equipped with special tracks to experience the magical world of winter at Treeline on Mount Washington. To enter, go to whitemountains.tv, click Win Prizes. That's it. That's easy. Even I could do that.
That's all you got to do.
And congratulations to the winner of last month's drawing for 2 tickets to Bretton Woods, Brian Wilcox of Southborough, Massachusetts. Congratulations, Brian. He won last month. You can win this month.
Your name could be the one we read this month.
That's right. And I would like to read about skiing.
Let's update it.
Please, could I read about skiing?
Let's let them know.
Please, sir, may I have some more skiing? Presented by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area. Voted best grooming and scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. This winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com. Just 35 minutes from North Conway. Let's check out what they're doing. The temperatures were cooperative this week, able to make some snow. Bretton Woods got 4 inches of natural snow in the last 72 hours. 27 trails are now open with 162 acres machine groomed and 18 to 32 inches of base depth that they have up there. So far, they've gotten 27 inches of natural snow there at Bretton Woods. Is that the Bretton Woods cam?
I believe this. They usually have 2 cams. I believe this is the Nordic cam.
I think that's the Nordic cam because But there's Mount Washington.
They're only offering.
There we go.
This is someone. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us? I believe it's the second camera isn't working, so this is all we got.
Hello. We're trapped in this camera. Hello.
I haven't seen my kids in a week.
That was kind of funny. That was neat. You could see Mount Washington behind it. You can see the trail behind it.
You can see the oh, there it goes. See the trail. Yeah, not the trail.
They're going over the bridge.
The scars in the mountain.
Yeah.
It usually refreshes after a while. Let's see if we can see them go across the bridge.
Yeah, there they go.
They made it. They're safe.
So that is Bretton Woods. What else can I tell you about Bretton Woods? Let me tell you. They, as they said, they had a good round of snowmaking this week, and they're actually giving their snowmakers a couple days off to recoup. And look for the Deception Bowl to open later this morning. Groomers will also be working on pushing out the piles on Bodie's Run and Darby's Drop, and they anticipate opening those soon. And the Midway Terrain Park got loaded up with snow, and the park crew is working all week building a variety of features, so stay tuned for updates as to when it will be open. Don't forget you can take scenic gondola rides up Bretton Woods from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. up to the Rosebrook Lodge. And then Monday you can also do a sleigh ride up at Bretton Woods. In North Conway, Cranmore Mountain got 2 inches of new snow. They're now on 21 trails, 6 lifts, 77 acres are open. It's pack powder and base depth of 13 to 20 inches up there at Cranmore Mountain. And there is their camera, which is being
jostled.
Yeah, it's being jostled. Either it's the wind or somebody is going, let me see if I can adjust this just a little. Oh, there.
I thought it was the wind. It might actually be someone now.
Yeah, because now it's steady. There go people up the chairlift, already doing some great skiing up there. A few inches of fresh snow on Friday, Bluebird yesterday, and some more snow showers in forecast day after this little bit of rain that you're seeing. 6 lifts going from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. All open terrain was groomed overnight, and so they are doing it. The tubing park is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tubing park tickets are $45 for guests 42 inches and taller, and under 42 inches is just $5 as long as you're with a paying adult, so that's pretty cool. And tubing park open this weekend, they'll be open again next weekend. And there is a Sunday deal today. Go online, limited availability, but for $59 online tickets. So I'd click now if I were you.
I wouldn't wait really any longer.
No, I wouldn't. Wednesday, Mountain Meisters with Riley Parkhurst performing for après ski at Cranmore Mountain. King Pine Ski Area, they got 4 inches of new snow this past week and added up to 13 new trails, or 13 trails. 5 lifts are open, 42 acres machine groomed, and 24 inches to 30 inches of base depth. They've got live music today in the Trails End Tavern from 3 to 6 p.m. And the snowmaking team is going to resume their efforts when ideal snowmaking temps resume early next week. Yeah, we definitely know that's going to happen. So they are open until 6 p.m., but they only have 3 intermediate trails open after 4:30 until 6 p.m. due to a limited illumination, but they're going to keep working on that. And the King Pine Race Team Buddy Warner Race event is today. I think the date is wrong there, but I'm going to assume that it is today.
Right. Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah. And then Monday, the Pioneer Race Series, because I know that happens on Monday, so we're going to go with that. It's always the thing. Do you go by the day or the date? So, alrighty, we're going to have our Nordic conditions coming up in a little while. Plus, we're also going to be chatting with Dan Hood next weekend. This is for next weekend from MWV Vibe. Plus, I'll also let you know ski and weather, and of course, watch and win next weekend. But that's next weekend. Let's talk about watch and win now and qualify somebody else now for the men's Fisher Zip Hoodie, size large, from Gorham Bike and Ski. North Conway's gear headquarters for Alpine, Nordic, and Touring. They offer expert tuning, custom boot fitting, and have a huge inventory of gear and accessories located in North Conway across from the old Pizza Hut. Old Pizza Hut.
I miss Pizza Hut, kind of. I went in there maybe once a year.
That was the very first place I ever ate in North Conway.
Really?
Believe it or not. Yes, the first time my future bride and I came up here. No, wasn't that? No, it was the first after we moved here. We went to Pizza Hut. Yeah.
We're going. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
Yeah, went to Pizza Hut. Well, it's kind of funny. When I went to a friend's wedding in West Virginia, we stopped at a Pizza Hut in Pennsylvania, right near Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Who won? Hershey, Pennsylvania Pizza Hut or North Conway, New Hampshire Pizza Hut?
Honestly, I can't tell you.
They are a chain and they're all the same.
Yeah, but I can't remember. Yeah. All right, so call us now, 603-356-6619. There's only one other Conway in New England. Which state is it in? So it's not like Highlander where there can only be one. Good morning, White Mountain today. Where is the other Conway?
Massachusetts?
Is it in Massachusetts? Is it Conway, Massachusetts? It is Conway, Massachusetts. I was going to say Connecticut. And who's on the phone this morning?
Linda.
Hi, Linda. How are you? Where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Madison.
Calling from Madison. All righty. Have you ever been to Conway, Massachusetts?
No, I have not.
I have not either. I'm going to Google it and see where it is because I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, see what to do there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're our next qualifier for the men's Fisher Hoodie. Great. Hang on the phone, and we will all find out where Conway, Massachusetts is.
I do not live here, but they have nothing on us.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of funny, when I grew up in Barrington, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So, whenever I see Barrington, New Hampshire, it's always like, oh,
wait a minute.
Right. How can two states have the same name? But
who came first?
Yeah. VT. Battle of the Barringtons. Which one is it going to be?
Right.
And but the funny thing is, of course, I lived there for 18 years. I've lived in New Hampshire now for long time.
Yeah.
Long time I've lived in New Hampshire.
Just a bit.
Back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events, from the backyard to the backcountry, workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
Climb aboard for a comfortable winter tour to an extreme world above treeline. Powered by a custom 4-track, all-wheel powered drivetrain, the 9-passenger Mount Washington snow coach transports guests into a treeless subarctic world at 4,200 feet for a truly unforgettable experience that anyone of any age can enjoy. Experience breathtaking views or Mount Washington's famous extreme weather. If you thought a summer drive on the historic Mount Washington Auto Road was amazing, you need to experience a winter tour on a Mount Washington snow coach.
Enjoy majestic views from the dining room, screen porch, or cozy pub of Max's Pub at the Snow Village Inn. Feast on Maine Coast oysters, braised boneless short ribs, and craft cocktails, served by attentive staff. Max's Pub, Snow Village Inn, Eaton. Enjoy the thrill of winter at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Cranmore is the most fun on snow with great skiing and riding on a mix of classic New England trails, wide open cruisers, glades, and terrain parks. Beginners love the dedicated learning area with its own chairlift and gentle beginner-only terrain. Cranmore has been named one of the best places in New England for skiing and snowboarding lessons. And Cranmore is home to New Hampshire's #1 tubing park for huge thrills off the ski slope. Save when you plan ahead at cranmore.com.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No hogging prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the supreme chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains Today.
And climb aboard for a comfortable winter tour to an extreme...
The best snowmobiling.
Climb aboard for a comfortable winter tour to an extreme world above treeline. Powered by a custom 4-track, all-wheel powered drivetrain, the 9-passenger Mount Washington snow coach transports guests into a treeless subarctic world at 4,200 feet for a truly unforgettable experience that anyone of any age can enjoy. Experience breathtaking views or Mount Washington's famous extreme weather. If you thought a summer drive on the historic Mount Washington Auto Road was amazing, you need to experience a winter tour on a Mount Washington snow coach.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. And time to invite a few guests into the studio. We're doing it Zoomophonically. Eliza Grant and Kit Hickey are here with us this morning. And how are you guys today?
We're good. Thanks for having us on.
And we're going to talk about the Bluebird Project. The Bluebird Project is really a cool program that you guys have instigated, I guess we'll say. And if you want to give an overview of what that's all about.
Yeah, so the Bluebird Project is a company that Eliza and I started to really address a few issues that we were seeing as local residents of the Valley. So in Conway, there's about less than 1% vacancy for long-term housing. It's really difficult for folks to get housing, keep housing, and actually work and live in the Valley.
Right.
In addition, there's been a lot of houses, beautiful structures that have been torn down from the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, and that's been kind of a big issue as of late. So Liza and I came together and started the Bluebird Project to address both those issues. we are taking existing structures and turning them into long-term housing. So for instance, this house behind me, 109 Pine Street, was built in 1850. It's kind of an iconic building within North Conway Valley, North Conway Village, and we're going to be turning it into long-term residential units.
And that is so cool. I was reading, there was an article in the paper, and so I was reading about what you guys have done. And I think one of the most interesting things about it is the whole thing about that you're taking existing buildings, because it's cheaper to restore a building versus build something from scratch. Plus, I like what you're saying, you're also preserving some of these buildings. I would hate to see that building, the bunker building, disappear. It's, I've been admiring it for 35 years and always wondering, what is it like inside? So that's great. So what is the next step for you guys?
Yeah, so basically, just to back up a little bit, when we started the company, we did do some initial research as to, did it make more sense to do rehab, or conversions, or even do maybe some new building? And, you're right when you say it is less expensive and ultimately more affordable to rehab a building that's in good shape. It's not necessarily easier or cheaper to rehab a building in bad shape. But we kind of came to that conclusion of, a lot of these older buildings actually do have really good bones and can be saved by someone who's dedicated to saving them. And there are actually a lot of programs, there's tax credits and other things when you do preserve and historically, care for a building. So it's just really a different approach than, say, a commercial developer who's like, well, I just want what I want and I'm going to go get the financing for it and build it, and if something's there already, I'm going to knock it down. Basically, it's in many ways the opposite approach, what we're doing, which is to say, okay, we need housing, we have space that exists in these beautiful buildings in town, so what can we do or find or put together to make this happen? And that's how we came upon the CDBG grant, which is specifically for converting existing structures into long-term housing. And so using that in combination with some of the variances available in the town of Conway to save historical buildings and turn them into long-term housing, that's what we're trying to put together. So we're still in the phase of getting all the final approvals to do those things. So we will be going to the zoning board to ask to be able to put an increased density of units in the building. The building won't be expanded. I mean, it's gigantic, obviously.
Yeah.
So, we don't need to really change the building per se, but we do need a variance to put, additional units in it above and beyond what the basic zoning code allows. And then we'll be obviously going to the planning board as well with what we intend to do. And we are still finalizing our grant application as well. So we're still putting everything together, but we have bought the building, we're managing it, including the current tenants right now, making sure that they're staying in place and that the building is being appropriately maintained in anticipation of the work we're going to do.
And how many units do you think you could put in that building, in the bunker building?
I mean, go ahead, Jen.
So one quick thing before getting into that, you called it the bunker building.
Oh.
And for any viewers that aren't familiar with that, I'll very quickly give a quick overview because this goes back to what Eliza is saying about how there are these amazing buildings in our community. So the building was built in 1850. It was been in its prior life. It was actually on Main Street of Conway, and then they picked it up and moved it to Pine Street behind the library.
All the time. Yeah.
Exactly, that was easy back then. It had been a horse and carriage repair shop. It had been housing, and then it was the bunker plumbing supply store at one point. So again, as you said, you walk by this building all the time. You know what you always wonder about that, and we've heard that from like hundreds of people throughout town. So it's amazing that there are these structures that really have lived through the history and are still there. And it's about 8,000 square feet.
Wow.
So we think it could do like about eight units or so.
That's terrific. Now, unfortunately, though, it's not just about taking a building and saying, I'm going to do it. There is a lot of hoops that you have to jump through, and I was reading about that in the article. You have to get grants. HUD, is it HUD is the appropriate
Yep.
acronym for it. I know that's what it is, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So you have to do all that stuff too. So this is not just, hey, we're gonna rehab it. So you still have some work ahead of you for that element of things.
So a lot of, like I mentioned, a lot of these programs that we're hoping to utilize to make the units affordable, meaning make the work we need to do affordable, to get grants and other, assistance with the project, they love to make you jump through hoops. I mean, we could certainly just, do it how we want it, and just get a big loan and not get a grant or not get, help with lead abatement from, New Hampshire Housing Finance or, et cetera. But then it's going to be really expensive, and we don't really have a lack of expensive housing in the Valley. We have a lack of usable for the workforce housing in the Valley. So there are a lot of, they love to make you jump through hoops when you're trying to get extra, support and, financial support or grants and other things. So there is a lot to do on that end. But we've spent a lot of time and energy, navigating that already. So we are sort of getting to the point of knowing how we're going to cross the finish line in a lot of those things. But yes, that's part of what takes time. I mean, certainly we would love to just go start doing work tomorrow, but it does take a lot of planning and logistical sort of Tetris to finally be ready to do everything we need to do.
Right, and you're looking at another property right in Kearsarge also, right there at the top of Kearsarge Street, and that one you're feeling you can get that up and out in really just a matter of months.
Yeah. So that one is for standalone cottages, and they had actually been used for long-term housing historically. Now they're used as part of a B&B, but those are ready to go. And yeah, the reason we like that project is because we think housing is an issue that needs to be addressed now. So we're glad to have a project that we can get tenants in pretty immediately.
Now that's terrific. Now, are you looking to try to get also funding from the community, or is this all kind of being done with you guys and through grants and stuff like that? I'm asking that because I imagine people have stepped forward and say, hey, we want to help support this. So what is the best way? Is it just standing behind you and voting for it in town meeting, or is there other ways that people can show their support for what you guys are doing?
Yeah, so I mean, we started this thinking that, we were just going to do a small scale, partnership between the two of us. And we do have one person invested in it who is a friend of the Valley that, basically wanted to see structures saved in the Valley. And we've kind of gotten started doing it, and we've gotten so much support and so much interest that we are thinking about at this point, we may start an organization that people from the Valley can actually we can get people that want to invest or buy into it or participate in some way in a more formal manner, rather than restructure what we've already done. Because we ended up getting in the paper for these projects twice in 1 week, but we've actually been putting this together for months and months, and doing this work for months and months, just behind the scenes. So, rather than restructure everything that we're doing right now, we're looking into potentially creating something called a benefit corporation, which is basically a private business, but it's meant to be like a nonprofit in the sense that the mission of the business is to do something community focused and not necessarily a profit driven business. Yeah. But it's different than a nonprofit because you can have people that buy shares, buy into the business, and you don't have to have a board of directors that is separate from, the people running the business, which can be, Kit and I are both on a nonprofit board in town. We've been on nonprofit boards, and it can be logistically difficult to be a streamlined business when you're a nonprofit. Everything's got to go through a board. There's, you got to be recruiting for it. It's, maybe they meet once a month, et cetera. So part of why we did this as a partnership initially was so we could be streamlined and get things done. And so we're sort of looking at how can we engage everybody and continue to do what we're doing without it becoming sort of a unwieldy behemoth. So
well, I think
that's where we're at.
Yeah, I think it's just great what you guys are doing. For First time I heard about it was, of course, the article on the front page of the paper. And I think you're going to get a lot of support from people in town, and hopefully you'll keep getting the word out, and so that people get a chance to really see what you guys are doing. And I guess the best thing is, if you need more info, or you need to get the word out, however the best way to do that, I look forward to chatting with you. I think everybody in the Valley, I can't imagine there's anybody who's not supporting what you guys are trying to do. It is an issue. And it would be great just to see as many of these structures, I'll use them pop up and resume a good life, so to speak.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us on and letting us tell our story. We really appreciate it. We love the support. So people can email us at the Bluebird Project nh@gmail.com or through Facebook. And if you have an antique house or know of one, also let us know. Because we are also looking to save additional ones. So thank you again so much.
Well, that sounds great. So Eliza and Kit, thank you so much for being here today. And we hope to talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Eliza and Kit
too.
letting us know what's happening with all the great things with the Bluebird Project. And very exciting program. And we'll be right back.
Over 75 years ago, the Saunders family started White Mountain Oil and Propane to serve this community. White Mountain Oil and Propane was there to deliver range oil, install modern oil heating systems, and introduce new leading-edge appliances. Today, White Mountain Oil and Propane is still run by the Saunders family, and it's the area's premier energy retailer, delivering premium fuel products across northern New Hampshire and western Maine. 3 generations, that's dependability. That's White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
King Pine Ski Area at Purity Spring Resort in New Hampshire is where generations of families from across New England have come to ski and enjoy winter fun. King Pine has impeccable ski conditions, terrain and trails for all abilities, professional ski instructors, and a friendly staff. King Pine offers skiing, snowboarding, snow tubing, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and ice skating. With so much to choose from, you'll want to stay slopeside at Purity Spring Resort. Discover your winter fun tradition at kingpine.com.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
My community inspired me to become a leader.
Showed me a path to my future.
And completely changed my life.
My community.
My community is White Mountains Community College.
Enroll now for upcoming classes. Learn more at wmcc.edu.
Enjoy the thrill of winter at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Cranmore is the most fun on snow with great skiing and riding on a mix of classic New England trails, wide open cruisers, glades, and terrain parks. Beginners love the dedicated learning area with its own chairlift and gentle beginner-only terrain. Cranmore has been named one of the best places in New England for skiing and snowboarding lessons. And Cranmore is home to New Hampshire's #1 tubing park for huge thrills off the ski slope. Save when you plan ahead at cranmore.com.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Let's step outside and see what's going on with our favorite Nordic ski areas right now with our snow report, of course, brought to us by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area, voted Best Grooming and Scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. And, of course, this winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com. They're just 35 minutes from North Conway. And taking a look at cross-country conditions up there at Bretton Woods Nordic. They've got 16 open trails, adding up to 23 kilometers. Two trails are track set, but 16 trails are skate groomed. And their surface conditions, as they say, they're open and they're groomed and ready for you to skate and ski at Bretton Woods. Bear Notch Ski Touring, though it's only a couple inches of new snow, it substantially improved the trail conditions up there. The Upper Meadow, Experimental Forest, Waterfall trails are all open. You can also check out the Albany Brook Network, the Lower Fields, and the Upper Saco River Trail. And if you're a snowshoer, you can go on most of the trails, even though trails are not open for skiing. You can go out and do some snowshoeing. Great Glen Trails has no cross-country skiing today, except for those that are registered for lessons. The key trail areas are just too thin up there, but they do have 45 kilometers open for snowshoeing. That's a lot of snowshoeing. Tubing Hill is also open, and the snow coach tours are up and running. Jackson Cross Country has corduroy conditions where the Piston Bully grooming took place, and that includes Boggy, Wildcat Valley, and Upper Village. Small machine grooming with tracks where possible in the Central Village and Ellis Corridor, and the Wave are in remarkably good shape for skate skiers. Alrighty, and don't forget also, we're frozen. There we go. We're not. We're inside warmth. Trails are accessible at Purity Spring Cross Country, but not groomed with fresh new snow on top of variable base conditions. But ideal snowshoeing and adventure cross-country skiing is out there to enjoy. And speaking of adventure skiing, this was the first week of Mountain Meisters. So why don't we see what happened this week at Mountain Meisters at Cranmore Mountain.
It's Meister time. Here's this week's video from the Mountain Meister Race Series at Cranmore Mountain Resort, presented by the Valley Original, sharing a commitment to their community and a passion for excellence in food and service, and by Memorial Hospital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, close to home and here for you.
What's up? Yeah. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mamas.
Go now.
What's that day? Happiness.
Took a run on
First day of the 51st season.
What does Mountain Meisters mean to you guys?
Well, for us, it's friendship, community, a lot of community support. You know, now with the pay to play, it's great because you can pay to take your third run and it goes to a nonprofit in the valley, which is great. But for us, it's our reason to get here every Wednesday, and we do a lot more than ski together. That's right. We have a good time.
Together once a week, every week, no matter what.
Well, this is the first 51st year of Mountain Meisters, so we broke the 50 barrier. You know, one of the largest community race leagues in the country, and trying to keep it going strong. You know, we have some great weather today. You know, we got our pay-to-play this week, benefiting the Mount Washington Trails Association and the new rec path that's going in. And we're hopefully going to have over 300 races here today, just having a good time and getting back out on the ski slopes.
And the competition is one thing, but there's a lot of camaraderie, it seems like, on these slopes.
Yeah, there is. That's what this whole race league is really all about, is, you know, getting out, you know, get away from the daily 9 to 5 and, you know, seeing your friends, making new friends, getting out on the slopes and really just skiing and having a good time.
Any advice to Meisters to help the season go smoothly?
Really just, you know, follow all the guidelines we have in place and really out in the mountain, just be safe and have fun and pray for snow.
The prayers have been answered.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
The best snowmobiling adventures in the Northeast are at Northeast Snowmobile and ATV Rentals. We rent the newest Polaris snowmobiles equipped with the latest technology to maximize your experience. Access to the largest trail system in New Hampshire and Maine is right out the door. Cruise the backcountry and discover amazing scenic vistas. We rent everything you need, including cold weather gear. Plan your holiday tour, cozy couples getaway, or fun family adventure now. Northeast Snowmobiles, Gorham, New Hampshire, and Freiburg, Maine.
Hey! Welcome back to White Mountains Today, Sunday, January 9th, and it is time for us to give away let me read it. I want to get this just right. It is a men's Fisher Zip hoodie, size large, and given to us by Gorham Bike and Ski, North Conway's gear headquarters for Alpine, Nordic, and Touring. They offer expert tuning, custom boot fitting, and have a huge inventory of gear and accessories located in North Conway across from the old Pizza Hut. And they have Fisher Zip hoodies, too.
They are our friends.
We got those. So we have 4 people that are in the running for this, including David, Andy, Becca, and Linda. So I'm going to go to my computer here, and I have my random number generator. I've moved into new technology where I'm not using pieces of paper anymore.
You're doing the Chris Prue route.
I'm going to generate, and it is number 2, and that is Andy from Intervale. So Andy, you have won the men's Zip hoodie. So congratulations. You'll be able to pick that up here and enjoy it and be like, wow, this is nice. Plus,
This is mine.
Plus, I look good. And make sure you join us again next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 to 9:30. Dan Hood from MWV Vibe magazine will be here. Plus, we'll have some Watch and Win. We're also going to keep you up to date on the weather, on the weather and ski conditions, so you can start your day with us. And just like I do, just keep it tuned here all week long to Outside TV.
Might as well.
16.
Might as well.
Might as well. Matthew, thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Rob. Good to see
we'll,
everyone.
We'll see you again next time, and
Yes.
we'll see you next time on White Mountains Today.